What's up everybody, King Bobby's Gaming here with our debut video on YouTube. Welcome to my channel if you're watching. We're here doing a showcase on our Swamp Castle build right here at about 4312 location on the Ragnarok map. Now we're going to start off showing you a little bird's eye view of the map or of the build just so you can get an idea of what we got going here and see if you're interested in watching. Now this is some shots before and after, showing it from the sky view. And as you can see, we have a big enough base here to hold, I'd say, at least 4 or 5 nice active players right here, and a nice sized tribe, fully protected, everything you need around here, and nobody's gonna be able to come mess with you here in the swamp. No noobs are gonna be able to come on foot with all the snakes and alligators and everything to mess with them, and you'll have your wall up, you'll be nice and protected. Plus you have this structure here which is indestructible and permanent. Now I'm playing on PvE just because I enjoy the building aspect of the game, but even if you are on PvP, I suggest this area will keep you very well protected. This is a backside view coming in from the ocean where we have our water access. We have a nice bridge going over here. I have a taming pen to the right of that bridge a little bit right there, just using those same walls that are already there. And this is showing from the opposite side our human entrance. Now if you're wondering how to get those spiked walls so straight, I usually get on my largest dino. I had a Spino here to do it on, so that way I could go in and out of the water. And you just get on your largest dino and you can see exactly how you're placing that spike wall. I know it's hard to see a lot of this stuff, and I use that for all of my largest builds, all of my placing behemoth gates, anything like that. I get on a large dino, that way I can see exactly where it's being placed, because when you're on that large dino it zooms you out a good bit. Now this right here is their doorway right before. Then we'll show us going into it after it's built. Now if you're seeing these blue torches on the wall and wondering how I got those, that's just angler gel you get from killing an anglerfish, and those are located very deep in the ocean. I suggest having a nice water tank before even attempting it, because there are a lot of bads down there that are going to try to kill you. Coming over here, you see these green trees sticking out of the base and in front of the base. Those are actually permanent trees you can't chop down, but I just think I was able to use them to kind of add a little character to the place and still look good. Coming in here, you can see these ruins, these slants. I was also able to use those to give the base a nice look, as you can see here. Just use the slant walls coming off of them. And that's another after shot coming in. As you see, they had this walkway already here. It goes out to a dock and then out to the water on the other side. I actually lowered my foundations down, as you can see, to try to save that walkway. Now you're going to have to play on a non-official to be able to lower stuff down that low. You won't be able to do that in an actual official map, but you can just leave foundations out right there, and it shouldn't affect your build too much if you lined everything up correctly. Now these stairs are already here, coming up, as you can see, with the ruin. And this took a little figuring out to get exactly where it covered everything perfectly. And you can see how I solved the problem. Coming up these steps right here, I just got these slanted roofs coming off, changing elevations right there and right there, and it sealed everything up really nice. We don't get no rain or nothing in. It's very well done, I do believe. Though you could also come off of the slanted roof coming the other way and probably come down in one solid roof if you wanted to. I'm showing a little higher view. We'll come up here where we can see everything. I contemplated on whether or not to connect this spot up here, and you'll see here in a second that I decided I was going to. You can see where I had to leave a spot for that tree to come out, but I think it looks pretty good. Got our bird houses on top, that way we don't have to park our birds inside and clutter up the place. And then this nice platform up here, which I was speaking of a minute ago, connected. I got a nice spot just to park quets on. And then 3 nice little baby houses for extra members of your tribe or new people you don't really trust to come inside your main base yet. You're still feeling them out. It's got everything that they need in here, and there's plenty of room outside on the roof to place any kind of crafting tables or anything that they might need. They got their running water, they got their storage, they got preserving bins. Those doors do shut, I just failed at shutting them. And here's a nice shot right here looking at the main castle. We got our behemoth gate pulling our big guys, our birdhouses. Those are slanted brick roofs. If you're wondering how to get these brick stuff, you do have it on every version of Ark. It's just you have to go to the Primitive Plus version. Whether you're on PlayStation, Xbox, or anything, it does have it. Just it's not on the Survival Evolved version. But if you have Survival Evolved, you have Primitive Plus also. You just go to the bottom right hand corner of your main menu and you can switch between them. Now you'll see the reason I raised up these foundations coming in here is there's a lot of plant life which would have been sticking through the floor, and I really didn't want that. As you can see right here, all them plants that are indestructible. I try to leave the foundations up high in here just to cover all that up. That way we have a nice cleaner looking building, as you can see right here. And then I got these dimorphodons just because they work as ACs, and like I said, I was in Primitive Plus. They just help us hatch all our eggs, and we have our animal storage right there on the wall, and that other wall you can use for just storing normal stuff you come in. I'd suggest your stone, wood, and thatch, and anything you use animals to get, so you can pull them in here, dump it. And here's our outside courtyard, just for our larger animals that can't really fit inside, as you can see with that big old croc. And here's our greenhouse. If you're wondering why there's a hole in it, it's because it was attacked before I had my wall done, and a snake came in and broke a bunch of walls, and then when I went to rebuild, it told me I had too many structures, and I think it's because I already had all these other buildings built around it. I think as long as you have your defenses built first and then you build this, you'll be fine. But I already had all of the rest of the base built, and it exceeded the structure limit for the game, which is an astronomical limit. I can't believe I went over it. It's like 11,000 or something like that, but somehow we did exceed it. We'll come in here and show you our kitchen, which we have right next to the greenhouse just for easy access. It's close to the greenhouse, it's close to the castle, so you can just have everything you need in quick, easy grab. Now these walls do look rough and crooked and all, but once you start placing foundations down, you'll see everything does line up perfectly straight, and you could rebuild right here where the walls are at and not have them in your way. Alright, now walking out of the kitchen, you'll see our main walkway. Now I thought about getting some trophies to line up in here, maybe some artifact pedestals, something just to give it a little more pizzazz. You could do whatever you like, but I wanted to keep it uncovered, that way when you look up you can see the grandiose of the castle. Anyone walking in to come see you gets to see your epic build. And if you're wondering why I didn't put doors right here where I'm walking through now on the after build, it's because even with no doors there, it seems that no animals can get through there. So it's a snake, anything comes right up, tries to get in, they always get stopped right there even though there's no door. So I didn't see the need to put one there, and I kind of liked the way it looked with the open Now if you're on PvP and you do need to put doors there, I don't see any problem with doing it. You could even layer several doors if you wanted to. And then here on this side we have our blacksmithing station. Got a couple guys warming by the fire right there, you know. I just have a couple storage chests, storage barrels right there on the other side. And over here we have our alchemy stuff. Building all of our narcotics for our taming. That's the hand mill and the alchemy stations, which are available on Primitive Plus only. But you could put your chem table there and your mortar and pedestals on regular. Oh, thanks for pooping in my shot. Now this is what really made me fall in love with this ruin, was that water access there and these two little throne pedestals up here. And I knew I had to figure out a way to build some thrones on there. That's an anglerfish thing you get the angler gel from right there in my little water hole. Now you can't get one from a tamed one. You have to go out and kill some, but I tamed one just because they have that awesome light on their head. And I'll give you guys a shot of what this place looks like at night with all the lights. It's worth seeing here at the end of the video. Mr. Broke Joke Gaming over there. You can check him out on YouTube. Now, he didn't do any building here, but he does have some epic builds here right here in this world. Me and him plan on doing some collaboration together. Now those thrones are just put together with trophy bases, a bed, 2 end tables, and 2 modern storage shelves. And I'll do a video on how to do all these little custom decorations that I build, but the only way you're going to be able to do them is if you're not on official. Otherwise it doesn't let you clip 2 items into each other like that. Gotta crouch to get under there. Now that's what our water access looks like without the door there. And you can see you got a nice little spot under there to store all kinds of water tames. This is what this looked like before. We'll come up these steps right here to the right. And there's our bridge that goes over to the other land. I usually go over there to get all my wood and stone. Might be worthwhile putting a little animal storage right there on the bridge, but I like leaving it empty just for the look of it. You could easily rebuild a bridge right here, and I'm going to do a video on how to do that. There are several tricks in this game where you don't have to use all of the pillars and make it look so messy like a lot of people do. I'll show you how to do them without any pillars, but still have your structure supported and floating up in the air. And here's our final little animal storage where we pull in our phoenix and our dragons and whatever else we have right here on top of the castle for when we log off. A nice large dino door which has a beautiful view out into the ocean. And that is where I would suggest building your castle. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. Stay tuned just a few more seconds. You'll see the night shot of this place. And if you're interested in more epic builds and easy tutorials like this, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Thank you guys very much. Have a wonderful day.